softens all the dusty, crusty bits of my lips that are always dry. It just smooths everything out, and then this shade too. Hey guys, welcome back to the Clean Beauty Code. I'm so excited for this video because we're talking about my must-have summer lip products, my kind of go-to summer lip products, and I'm really excited to get into this video. I have a bunch of good products that I like that I will be grabbing non-stop this summer, whether I'm at the beach, whether I'm out, whether it's kind of an event thingy. One of these will always be in my bag, and I'm so excited to talk to you about them. I love lip products, and my lip product drawer, it has too many things, but I can't stop and I won't stop. And I really, really love these products a lot. And it's not just because of the shade or because of the formula. It's a combination of so many things, and I'm so excited to share them with you. So I just want to jump into this video and get started. So if you're excited for this video and more videos like this, then please like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into my must-have summer lip products. Okay, go-to summer lip products, let's get into it. So the first one I want to talk about is this product from Rowan Beauty. This is their liquid lip balm. I have two shades here that are kind of going to be my staples in summer specifically. However, I own a bunch of shades and I love these and I wear them year round. The first one that is actually the one I'm wearing on my lips today is this shade. This is the shade Charlie. I've owned about 4 of these, I believe. I always have this in my bag. It's just a Your Lips But Better shade. My lips do have like a pinky hue to them, and this is like a really good, just feels super natural, doesn't feel like I'm trying too hard, and this formula is incredible. It is so hydrating. And in summer, my requirements are for a lip product: be tinted and have like a nice natural tint that works going into day to night, but also is super hydrating, because again, I find, first of all, I have really dry lips in general, but I find in summer, my lips feel super dry. In the extreme seasons, summer and winter, mama's lips be chapping. So this is really good. I love this shade, and again, it's the one I'm wearing today. And then I also have this shade in the shade Remy, which is more of a light nude, and I really like to wear this, but I will wear this one specifically with a little bit more of a deeper lip liner. It could be a pink lip liner and it could be a brown lip liner, but just something that is deeper, because this is definitely light for me, but I really like the way that this looks. And this is one that I grab more in the evening, but both of these are great. This is definitely my year-round, no matter what shade, but I really like this formula, and they have a bunch of shade options that you can go with, and they're ones that have a little bit more shimmer if that's what you're into, but I really like this formula. So then next we're talking about one that I've talked about 1,000 times on this channel, and it actually might be, yeah, it is my most talked about product from all the ones down here, and it is this product, the Amicolay lip oil. And I mean, I'm almost out of this. I've repurchased this a ton of times. I actually have a backup right here. This is the shade Excellent. This is their like more brownie tone. I love this. I also have this shade here. This is the shade Bliss, and this is their more pinky tone. This is beautiful. Let me do a little bop on. Let me try it on for you. It is so, I mean, look at that. Gorge. What even is happening? What a pretty shade. I love this shade. They actually sent me this one. That was really nice of them. And I love this. I also have the clear shade, and I mean, this formula is just really good. I love this. Super hydrating. The shades are gorgeous, and they're thick, but not too thick. They last super long. Again, they hydrate, they give shine, they make you look plump, hydrated. What more can you want? I really love specifically the shade Bliss, I believe it's called. Bliss. It is so good. And every time I've worn it out, I've actually gotten a compliment on this color and a different color that I'm going to talk about, of a different product that I'm going to talk about in a little bit, where I've gotten stopped by people and be like, what? Is that your natural lip color, or what's on your lips? And every time I'm like, no, it's not my natural lip color. I wish, but it's gorgeous. I love this shade. Super good. Again, super hydrating. You cannot go wrong with this formula. Definitely check it out. I mean, I've talked about it 1,000 times on this channel, so I'm not going to gab on, but really good. So then next, let's talk about the one I also get a ton of compliments on and I have gotten stopped and asked what I'm wearing, and it's this shade specifically from the Tower 28 lip gloss. Love this formula. I also have it in the shade Cashew, but in this shade specifically, Pistachio, look how beautiful it is. And it's kind of that same vein of like a light pinky tone, and I've gotten stopped wearing both of these before. The last time I got stopped at this, I was at the hair salon, and it is such a beautiful shade. It's really similar to this, so I'm not going to try it on, but it's really, really good. And for a lip gloss, it's super, super hydrating, and it isn't as thick as the Amicolay one. It's a little bit more of a thin consistency, but not thin where, you know, sometimes lip glosses are so thin it's like slipping and sliding around your face. This one doesn't do that. Really, really good. I love the Tower 28 lip glosses, and if you're on the hunt for a lip gloss and you don't know, you know, where to go, I would definitely recommend the Amicolay or the Tower 28. They're really, really good. The Amicolay is definitely more hydrating than the Tower 28, but the Tower 28 is still hydrating, and I don't find that my lips feel dry ever when I wear it, so both are great. So the next I want to talk about these from Fawn Beauty, their lip oils, and specifically in these two shades. So one is just their like original shade, and it's just like this really pretty pinky, light pink shade, but when you apply it, it doesn't have like a shade to it, but it just hydrates your lip so much that it brings out, at least in my lips, like a really beautiful pink tone. And every time I apply, it's just so, it softens all the dusty, crusty bits of my lips that are always dry. It just smooths everything out. And then this shade too. I know they just came out with a bunch of new shades for summer. I haven't tried those, but this shade's Witch's Brew, I believe. Yeah, Witch's Brew is great. It is such a nice go-to pink shade, but it isn't, they're more of a like tint. It's not like this specifically, it's not super bright, but it does give my lips a really pretty pink tint. I love these. Again, super hydrating. I've repurchased this specific one a ton of times, but this one is great. I love both of these, and their formula is really, really, really great. And if I don't know if anyone's ever heard of this brand or used this brand before that's watching this video, but this is started from someone who actually is on YouTube, Katie Fawn. She's great, so definitely check these out. They're really, really good. But I don't know, they're just these shades so nice. And the new summer shades, there's a specific like peachier one that looks gorgeous. Obsessed. So next I want to talk about one that has an SPF, and this is from the brand K-Skin, and this is their Isle Lip Balm SPF 30, and this is in the shade Ivory Rose, which is beautiful, and it's more of a, let me do a little swatchy poo in the back of my hand for you. It's more of a, like just a really pretty rose tone, and it wakes my face up when I wear this, and it makes my lips feel hydrated. It has a thicker consistency in a good way where it lasts, and I feel like my lips are protected when I wear this because of the SPF 30. And so if I reapply it, I'm not worried about burning my lips, because there have been at times where I haven't had SPF on my lips when I'm at the beach or if I'm outside all day, and I'm not wearing, let's say, a baseball hat or something like that, where I have burned my lips. I always now, if I don't have an SPF 30 lip balm, I always try to wear a baseball hat. But in general, I try to wear baseball hats like when I'm in the sun a lot, because I don't want to burn my face and wrinkle more. You know, it's not the vibe. So this is really good. I really enjoy it. And they have a few shades, but this one is my go-to. I mean, it's just so pretty. And I feel like it's like such a good summer color. I'm a big fan. Okay, so the next I want to talk about just like a standard lip balm that I have a backup of this that I'm definitely gonna be grabbing a ton in summer. And this is from Ole Henriksen, and this is their Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment. So good, super hydrating, smooths out, again, dusty, crusty, musty lips. Like, it just makes your lips feel like plumped up. I don't feel like they make my lips look plump, but it makes my lips feel like plumped up and super hydrated. And I love that about this, because I feel like there are times where you're just like struggling in summer and you just want something that you know is going to work, and this is definitely a really good product. And I know a lot of other people love this, but I definitely recommend this for summer, or just honestly year round. This doesn't have a tint to it, but this is one that, like, if I'm, let's say, wearing a lip liner, I would like to put this on top, or I would go with the clear shade of the Amicolay lip oil. Super good. Okay, so the next I want to talk about this one. This is from Summer Fridays, and this is their lip butter, I believe. Is that what it's called? Yeah, lip butter. And this is in the shade Candy something. Oh, not Candy. Girl, Pink Sugar. I love this. They have a bunch of shades. This is the only one I've ever tried, but this is a really, really good summer shade. It has a slight tint, so you're not really going to be able to, because I have a lip product on that I don't want to take off. You're not going to be able to really tell that much, but it has a very, very subtle pink. Oh yeah, you can tell a little bit. Subtle pink shade to it. And these are really, really hydrating. I kind of resisted getting this for a really long time, but when they came out with Pink Sugar, I was like, oh, that looks like it's right up my alley, and definitely a go-to summer color for me if I like it. And I really love it. And I'm so sad I resisted trying this for so long, but this is really, really good. And I know it was sold out for a while and kind of came back in stock and sold out right away again because people really were intrigued in this shade specifically. But last time I checked, which was like maybe yesterday, this was still in stock at Sephora and on their website. So I'm going to link everything down below. But this is really, really good. Really hydrating, great shade, very natural, pinky, like just pretty summer vibe lip color. I really enjoy this, and this looks great on top of lip liners that I will mention at the end, that if I'm going to go with a lip liner or a lip color at all that's not a tinted kind of balm or something, I will mention those, and I would put something like this on top as well, or the Amicolay clear balm, or the Ole Henriksen one. Really, really good. Okay, next, these are from Cosas. I've done a whole video on these, so I'm not going to blab on too long about these, but I love these. So this is their new like sheer lipstick, and I don't know why I put that in quotes. It's a more sheer lipstick, but it does hydrate, which is really nice. It does have sheen, which is really nice, and it's like a great go-to summer product. I have two shades in this. I have a more pinky shade, which is the shade Tropic Bliss, which is the one I just applied on the back of my hand over here. And then I have this shade, which is the shade 100 Degrees, I believe. Yeah, 100 Degrees, which is really pretty, it looks more like fleshy. Ooh, I don't love that word, but it looks a little bit more like it's blending into my skin a little bit more. It's a more neutral tone pink with a little bit of like, I don't know if purple's the right word, but it's more cool tone. They're really, really great. I love these. Super hydrating. I've tried them on in the video where I talk about the new Cosas lipsticks, and these are great. These are out of the two, like, one was like the reformulation of their lipstick and kind of a new like shade line, and of the two, this is definitely my go-to, the sheer lipstick. And with their like more traditional style lipstick, there's like one shade so far that I found in that I would grab, but and it's a super hydrating formula. It isn't too like much, but out of the two, I do prefer the more sheer formula. Okay, next is this one from Jones Road Beauty. They actually sent me this one. I've talked about this in a recent video, but this is their lip tint, and this is their specific shade. What is it? Something rose, nude rose, and it is a very pretty kind of pink color that just gives a really pretty shade to the lips without it being too much, and you kind of can, it's not so pigmented that like you can't kind of sheer it out if you want it to be more sheer. The shade specifically is beautiful. I haven't tried the other shades, I've only tried this one, but this is beautiful, and it's hydrating, which is nice. But if I had to pick between these two in terms of hydration, I would definitely go Cosas, because I find the Cosas one a little bit more hydrating. But these are both great, and I love them, and I grab them both all the time, and I have them both in my bag. Specifically, the shade right now, 100 Degrees from the Cosas, and this one from Jones Road is my fave. But once it's kind of a little bit warmer, I'm gonna switch out 100 Degrees in my purse with the shade Tropic Bliss. Is that right? Tropic Bliss. I have such a good memory. Yes, these are great. I am a big fan. Again, great shades, but also nice and hydrating, so I'm not feeling like I'm sacrificing hydration for like a cute lip color, if that makes sense. So next, let's talk about this lip product. So this is from the brand RMS, and this is their lip lights, specifically this shade Bare. This has a little bit of a pH kind of adjustment to it, but it isn't like super like intense where you're like, oh God, this is too pink. You know, it is a very natural, pretty lip color. It is so hydrating. The only thing I don't love about this is the container component that it comes in. But you know, I can live with it because I love this lip product. And it is also one that I have in my bag a lot, and it just gives me like a really beautiful like pink flush to the lips that isn't super bright or super intense. It's very subtle, but in a very still does something to your lips kind of way. It's like subtle, natural, and really minimal, but I don't know how to explain it. This is great. I really like this formula. I really like specifically the shade. It just gives summer to me. Like this just feels like summer. Okay, next I want to talk about the 2 lip liners that I will be grabbing nonstop this summer. One won't surprise you at all. Victoria Beckham Beauty lip liner in the shade 04. I mean, it's just my go-to forever. And it is a very pretty lip liner that this lip liner I've gotten the most compliments on by far. And I will still remember the day that one of my friends, like I applied this, we were like hanging out, we were about to go out. And I remember her being like, hey, what is on your lips? And I told her, she was like, you have somehow found the perfect pinky, neutral, nude, everyday lip for you that's still your lips but better, but translate from day to night. She was like, I have been on the hunt for something like that, and I recommended her check out the other Victoria Beckham Beauty lip liner shades because there was one that I thought she was gonna like that I do think she is now kind of her go-to lip liner, but this is really, really good. I love this. I mean, I've talked about this 1,000 times. I've owned a few of these at this point, but I love this. It's really, really good. If I do a lip liner in summer, I will always go on top with like a clear gloss or something that's really hydrating that gives me a little bit of a sheen, just so I don't feel like my lips get dry, because sometimes lip liners can, if you don't wear them without, and by you I mean me, because you probably don't have the same problem I have, but if I wear them without something hydrating on top, or even underneath, and then apply a lip liner, then I do feel like by the end of the day my lips are feeling pretty Strug City. So I like to wear something hydrating on top or underneath. And then this lip liner from RMS Beauty, and this is specifically in the shade Sunset Nude, which is gorge. It's just so pretty. It's such a pretty neutral shade, and it's very, it doesn't feel like it's doing like too much with the color. It feels very natural and very, it just feels really, really pretty. And if I'm going with, let's say, a more smoky eye, or I'm going with something that I feel like I just want a more neutral lip, this is a great shade. And this is a little bit more hydrating, in my opinion, right now for my lips than the Victoria Beckham Beauty one, because it is slightly more creamy, not a lot more creamy, but just slightly more creamy. So I do feel like it's a little bit more hydrating when I wear it alone right now. For like where my lips are at, but sometimes I feel like the Victoria Beckham Beauty one can be more hydrating depending again on where my lips are, but this is great. And again, I would wear like a clear gloss or something on top. And yeah, that is it for my go-to summer lip products. I would love to know, what are your must-have lip products for summer? What are your kind of criterias? Is it hydrating? Is it the color? Let me know down below. And if you have any recommendations based off of what you see here that you think I'll love, let me know, because I can never have too many lip products in my life. I can't. I have a sickness. So let me know down below. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.